Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your end of September 2024 tarot update. It's Serena here. And yeah, so I'm using my backup phone while I await a new phone. And it's one of the reason I got a new phone in the first place is because it keeps shutting down. It won't allow that long of a reading, and it doesn't have that much memory. So I decided to do it over again because I think I erased the half of the reading that I had already started. So oh well. The heart of the matter is the hangman in reverse. This can be, as one of my books calls it, a useless sacrifice. So the word sacrifice doesn't have to mean anything negative, although a Cancer person may say, I sacrifice so much for everyone around me and nobody, cares. And, that's kind of that martyrdom, which may not be really serious. It might just be something you say sometimes when you feel underappreciated or misunderstood about something. And that's not what we're really talking about. There are times when people really do. I mean, sometimes people sacrifice their life. They allow somebody else, they push somebody else out of the way, and then they, have to deal with some kind of an axe, a car that goes spinning out of control or a bullet that flies. Um, you know, some people are very heroic that way, and that is not a useless sacrifice. A useless sacrifice is something where nobody's really gaining from it. So, an example I would give, if you're in a marriage or other type of serious relationship and you are sacrificing your happiness because you're afraid of leaving, let's say that person's an alcoholic or a drug addict, or they have some other issue that is, preventing you from having an equal relationship with them, but you're going to grin and bear it. Um, First of all, you're enabling that person to continue their self-destructive patterns. But at the same time, you are depriving yourself of a healthy relationship. Now, there are times when a person may be in that exact situation and they choose to stay there because they feel like there's a role they are playing. But in those situations, you're not feeling depleted. You're not feeling like you're sacrificing yourself and there's no purpose behind it. That's what we're really talking about here. In the past position, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of financial independence. So it could be that there's a person out there who is maybe you have found a job that's well paying and it is putting you in that place where you're able to find that abundance through such work, but the price you're paying is way too high. So only you can determine, how important money is to you. But if it's keeping you from family, maybe even if you're single and you don't have time to date because you're too busy working, then you have to really question that. Like, is this really something that when I look back on my life, I'm going to say, boy, I am so glad when I was in my 20s and 30s that I, made all this money, because now I'm just insanely happy because I have this money? Or are there other things that you have personal, goals, like with your personal life, that you're wanting to fulfill? The higher message is the Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love. So yeah, I mean, if a person sacrifices themselves in a relationship or in the workplace. This could happen in the workplace. Um, what that means is that it prevents them from getting those offers that could be like, hey, I love your artwork. Could you please come and work on these projects with us? Or would you like to train to become some kind of a healer and work in our clinic and do this? These are the kind of things that can close off to people who are, just on that one track mind when it comes to the material. Cancer, I feel, does this out of a sense of wanting security, but at what cost? That's what really I'm talking about here. This is your card, and it's in the challenge position. Six of Cups is associated with Cancer. It's about the soulmate. It's about childhood, what they would call the idyllic past, when everything was simpler, the good old days. Cancer loves nostalgia and talking about old memories, old happy memories. But it's also, for me, like if I'm thinking about life path, life purpose, a card of, a lot of, I don't know about a lot, but some people say I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing or what my life path is supposed to look like. And a lot of times you can find out what that is through what you were into as a child. And the child may have had a certain passion in a certain area, and whether the parents deliberately, tried to put them on a different track because they thought whatever it is that they were into was not important, that wasn't going to lead to a good future or not. Because this is a soulmate card, there may have been somebody in your past that you were truly in love with and your parents separated you from them, or their parents separated you two, maybe both sets of parents. And, they might have said, no, you're too young to get this serious. And that was the person. And it's like, you may be feeling that you sacrificed your happiness for some current situation. And it's like, was it worth it? And to always know that you can get it back. That it's not that you can snap your fingers and do it, but you do have to, make changes in your life to get back on track, but you can certainly do it. What's coming in is the Eight of Cups. This is leaving behind what no longer serves you. This is the spiritual quest, to me, ultimately. And it can mean that somebody realizes that it's not enough. Whatever it is that they are engaged in, it just isn't going to be fulfilling. The money, it's right under the money card here. It's not enough. Maybe you have achieved that goal and you thought it was going to make you happy, and you realize all it has done is made you think about all the time that has been lost on other areas of your life that you have wanted to fulfill. What's coming in, I'm holding it upright, but I picked it reversed. And I'm going to read it reversed as the Ace of Wands. In the upright position, it's like, one of my books calls it raring to go. Like you have this, ambition, this drive, this passion project that you are just so enthusiastic about. But in the reverse position, it could be that you are not initiating. This is a very strong card of initiation, but something is blocking that initiation. What is it? Maybe it's like you haven't started this journey yet, and maybe for some of you, you need to tune in with yourself about what exactly it is that you are wanting to do in the future and how you're going to get there. Maybe there has to be this period of time of searching. I picked the clarification card. I got the Queen of Wands. So the last two cards I got were Wands, but Queen is the water element. So it's really like, to me, I would say for this context, it's like tuning into what lights your fire. The wands are connected to the fire elements. What lights your fire? And following your bliss from there. And it doesn't mean that it's going to immediately present itself, but you'll be on the right path or on the right track to receive it. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, like an astrological reading or a private tarot reading, you can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.